teasing, Martin. I know what you're like.
Any more?
Let's see. 15-year-old girl, joyrider. Extradural hemorrhage. Went straight up to neuro. If she made it, she'll be an ICU. Oh, her name's Platt. First name, Sarah.
I can't believe it.
Martin, I'm sorry. She's gonna be all right.
Of course she is. Weatherfield General, Vic, please.
Yeah, I heard about the accident. Any news yet?
Well, the sooner we get there, the sooner we know.
Audrey, sorry to intrude. How's Sarah?
Well, keeping our fingers crossed, Roy.
Well, if there is anything, Bethany, for instance.
Well, thank you. Sally's got her.
Oh, right, yes, good. Well, give Sarah, Gail and Richard
I
our
will.
best regards.
Thank you, Roy.
Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah. Terrible business.
Yeah, Emma's been working on it. Do you know it was Ken Barlow's car she was found in?
Yes, yes. Any news of the driver?
Left the scene, apparently.
Yes, he could have been confused.
Yeah, or just did a runner.
Well, I would hope to think that no one would leave Sarah. Look, it seems wrong to ask, given the circumstances, but there is a planning meeting tonight and the arcade's on the agenda.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I will be speaking against it, of course. Mind you, you could argue the case, couldn't you? If it keeps kids out of mischief, then...
Yes, you could argue that, but please don't. Thank you.
Come on, pal.
Martin, where have you been?
Well, finding out my daughter's in intensive care by a change of shift handover. Why didn't you ring me?
I've been here all night. I asked me man to tell you.
Well, Gail, did it not occur to you when I didn't come that she might have forgotten?
If you two are going to argue, do you mind doing it outside?
What's happened? They said she was a joyrider.
I don't know the details. We'd be more concerned about Sarah's condition.
Nobody's told us anything for hours. Any chance of finding out? She just... There's been no change.
What time did you get to bed?
He didn't. How was I supposed to sleep? This is my fault.
Ken, you can't think like that.
No? If I'd gone to the police when I was first suspicious, like you said.
And this kid you think who was driving?
Aidan Critchley.
Well, he's the one who's been giving you all that grief, isn't he?
Yeah, well, we don't know it's him.
And you don't think it could have been Sarah driving?
No, she was in the passenger seat anyway. She wouldn't do anything like that.
No, but she got in the car, didn't she? I mean, she knew it was your car. She knew it had been nicked.
Yeah, well, I'm going to the hospital.
Oh, Ken, what for? Emma clearly didn't think it was a good idea.
Yeah, well, that was last night. I'm not going to find out anything sitting on my backside, am I?
Yeah, but she's my best mate.
Shh, me dad.
Well, can you not even just tell me if she's dead or alive? Oh, bog off then.
Oh, she's telling you her sister.
She hasn't got a flipping sister.
Yeah, they wouldn't know. How are we going to find out?
We wouldn't have to if you just waited for the ambulance.
Any road. We'd know now. I'd be in a flipping cell. The police are going to come, you know.
So? Why would they want to talk to me?
Dirt, best mate.
Dirt, boyfriend.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't know that. I mean, with me and you.
What about us?
Well, have you told them you're my girlfriend?
What?
Well, have you said we were together last night?
You mean be your alibi?
Why not?
Yeah, and then Sarah says you were driving the car and I'm in right bother, aren't I?
Yeah, well, I don't know whether Sarah will say out.
Well, as you know, the operation went well. But, beyond that...
But is she still sedated or is she in a coma?
Bit of both, really.
So when's she gonna wake up?
And she's able to breathe for herself.
And afterwards? What if she can't?
Dad? She's all right, isn't she?
Look, she's had an operation. She'd hurt her head.
She's gonna be okay.
Yeah, of course she is. She'll be fine.
Aidan Critchley.
Yeah?
I'm Sergeant Watts. This is PC Hotwood. We'd like to talk to you.
I'm Aiden's father. What's going on?
We'd just like to ask your son a few questions.
What you been up to now, you little beggar?
No.
You know Sarah Platt?
From school, yeah.
Thought she was your girlfriend.
Well, she likes to think so.
She was in a car accident last night.
What's this got to do with Aiden?
Is she okay?
I said...
She's in a coma, lad. She might not come round.
The car belonged to one of your teachers.
She was with a teacher?
We don't know. Whoever it was ran off and left her. Didn't care whether she lived or died. Didn't even bother calling an ambulance.
I was at home watching telly.
When did you last see Sarah?
Don't know, at school, I suppose.
Look, we're both right sorry for the lass, but Aiden's told you. He was here, watching telly, then he went to bed. So...
There'll be fingerprints. Perhaps Aidan would like to come to the station and give us a set. Then we won't need to bother him again if it's got nothing to do with him.
No, he's done nowt. I don't want to put him through that. Sorry. So if there's naught else...
I'm sure we'll need to talk to you again, Aidan.
It was you, wasn't it?
Then how come I haven't got a flipping scratch on me?
Because you got the look of the devil, lad. But if I find you've been lying to me, you'll have more than a scratch.
Okay. I'm sorry to turn up like this. How's Sarah?
Well, she's had bleeding between her skull and her brain. But I'm pretty sure that there wasn't any inside the brain.
Which is good.
Well, she is critical. She's in a coma. So, good's relative.
I'm so sorry.
What have the police said?
Well, they tell me what they know, I suppose. That Sarah was in the passenger seat of my car, and they don't know who was driving.
Did they ask if you did?
I said I didn't know.
But that sounds like you might know.
Well, I think we both know who it might be.
Aidan Critchley.
Hang on a minute. Is this 'cause he's her boyfriend or what?
Well, I think my car's been taken before and then put back in its place, but, well, as far as I can work out, it's his sort of little game.
Hang on a minute. You say your car's been taken before and you didn't tell the police?
Well, I did, last night.
Well, last night's a bit late, isn't it?
Yes, I was waiting. I wanted to have it out with him.
I don't believe this. You let a kid steal your car, and instead of informing the police straight away, you decide to give him a talking to.
I do understand how you feel.
Yeah? My daughter's lying in there, unable to breathe without the aid of a machine. She might not live. And if she does, she'll be nothing more than a vegetable. If you knew how I felt, you wouldn't be here in front of me.
Gail, that's just a
No,
bit
you're as
unfair.
bad as he is. You could have prevented this.
I'm so sorry.
Well, why don't you go in there and tell Sarah? She's the one in the coma. They do say she might be able to hear things, so why don't you go in there and tell her you're sorry? Or a 2-year-old daughter who might lose her mother.
Hey.
Right.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Get that thing away from Monica!
Mr. Wu, come here.
I'll boot it right into the post office.
No way to talk to an animal and you a dog lover.
Yeah, well, it's scaring Monica.
Mr. Wu, come on. I've got one of your treats, see? There you are. Peace restored. Fancy being scared of a little shih tzu.
Come on, Monica. We'll go to the paper shop at Crimea Terrace.
Oh, well, do be careful, because I believe they've got some very vicious hamsters in pet shop next door.
You want to get a muzzle for him?
Oh, which one?
Chocolate biscuits.
I'm on a diet.
Well, you don't have to eat him.
Do you know, for a genius, you can be incredibly stupid. I mean, why would I be on a diet if I could say no to chocolate biscuits?
Todd, hi, love. How's Sarah, do you know?
Eh?
Well, the accident last night.
What accident?
Well, somebody stole Ken's car and Sarah was in it and it crashed.
Sarah's been in a crash?
Sorry, love, I thought you knew.
Was she hurt?
Yeah, well, I don't know, really. Ken's gone to the hospital. Yeah, I think it's quite serious.
Oh, are you all right, love?
I've got to go and see her.
Yeah, I'll get your cab.
Mr. Hillman. Mr. Hillman.
Oh, hi.
I've come to see Sarah.
How do you know she was here?
Everybody knows. How is she?
Do you know who was in the car with her?
No.
Oh, I think you do. Aidan, her boyfriend. Seen him?
No.
I thought it'd have been to see her. I don't suppose you heard that the driver of the car ran off and left her?
Look, I don't know how, honestly. Oh, please just tell me how she is.
Okay. Sarah's in a coma. She might live, she might not. If she does, she might be brain damaged, she might not. Is that what you want to know?
Can I see her?
Do you understand the word coma?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you'll think about that a bit before the police come and ask if you know who was driving the car and left her for dead.
Please, can you give her these? You know, maybe put them by her bed. She'll be all right, won't she?
I'd best be getting back.
I know it sounds awful, but I've been telling our Todd for ages that Sarah isn't the sweet little thing that she makes out to be. I mean, you don't go getting pregnant just by having your pigtails pulled.
I bet her mum wished she'd stayed with Todd as well. That lad she's been hanging around with is a right beggar by all accounts. Made Peter's dad's life a nightmare. Yeah? Oh,
It's all right, Shell, I'll get these.
she's got timing, I'll give her that.
So come on then, Vikram. Where am I going to reinvest my winnings?
No, don't be greedy. We've had one winner.
There's 4 more races this afternoon.
Yeah, and if my lad's going to go to Oxford...
You know, it must be all of an hour since you last mentioned that, Eileen.
I just like saying it. On any road, I need plenty of good tips. I'm going to pay for it.
No, well, sending a kid to uni's now compared to sending Cowden shopping, so get your head in that racing paper, lad.
OK, fans, I shall pick you another 4-legged cash dispenser.
Maybe you could give some of your winnings towards some flowers for Sarah, eh?
Yeah, good idea.
Hello? Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Thanks for letting me know. Vikram, you're not the only one in the family who can pick a winner.
Look, I know you'd like to go in there, but there's not really any point at the moment. It's a bit busy in there.
Is it all right to leave these?
Oh, she's not really allowed to have any stuff like that in there. Adds to the risk of infection, apparently. But listen, I'll let her know who brought them. When she's a bit better.
Do you think she will? You know?
Of course she will. Yeah, I mean, they're just keeping her asleep at the moment, you know, to give her a chance to recover.
You going home now? I reckon so. Why? Do you want to come? Me and my mum look after him. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying. How about a drink then? They've got a cafe around here, haven't they? Come on.
That's fine. Yeah. Take it the long face means bad news.
You take it right. The amusement arcade, planning permission approved. I talked at length. I pointed out all the drawbacks. Complete waste of time.
So that's it then, is it?
Well, no, there's still the gaming license. We could still try and put pressure on the owner.
But we don't know who it is.
Ah, well, we didn't. Now we do. The application was in the name of Mr. D. Allahan.
Dev? Well, he never said anything.
Would you?
wish I was bigger. Why? Because then that lot won't do that thing when they talk about our Sarah. They say she's going to be all right. Then they look at me. I mean, what they're really trying to say is she ain't going to be all right, but we can't say so in front of little David.
They don't want you to worry. That's all.
Why can't I worry? She's my sister. I just used to fight all the time.
Yeah, so do me and Jason. But you don't mean out. You love her, right?
I'm scared she's not going to get better.
Yeah, so am I. But nobody knows. We've just got to wait.
Yeah, but what if she don't?
Listen. So you wind each other up. That's what brothers and sisters do. But you love her. Just like she does you. Okay?
Yeah, but how can I be sure she really knows?
I used to sit with her like this when Brian died. Watching her sleep, holding her hand.
She was only Bethany's age, wasn't she?
Such a tiny little thing. Me and her, we've been through such a lot. My bad times, her bad times. Finally, I thought it was all beginning to go right.
And it still will.
How Richard came into my life, I thought it was too good to be true. When we got married, I used to lie in bed thinking it couldn't last.
Now, come on. This is not helping anybody. Come on.
She's not moved an inch, man. Not since I came in. It's like she's already...
Isn't it very 2020?
Oh, let me guess. You lost.
Next time, actually, for the tip, just tell me to mind my own business.
Yeah, me and all, because backing horses goes in a long line of things that I've given up, along with men, chocolate and alcohol. I'll just have an half. I've given up buying it. I'm weaning myself off slowly.
So, did you lose much then?
A ton.
£100?
Yeah, well, I won nearly that in the first race.
Oh, and does that not bother you?
Hey, look, it's only money. What's the point of having it if you can't enjoy it? Dev, can I have a word?
Sure. Problem?
It's about this amusement arcade.
Oh, you've come to congratulate me.
Or I could have come in here to ask you what the hell is going on.
You want me to explain planning permission? I thought you were a councillor.
Why didn't you tell me that it was you that was behind it?
And that would have made a blind bit of difference to your opposition, I'm touched.
Well, I could have explained to you why so many people round here think it's a bad idea. I could have asked you to think again.
You know, I like to think I conduct my business in a correct manner. What I don't do is argue the toss in pubs. So, if you'll excuse me.
Candice.
So you've heard them.
I've just been to the hospital.
Did they let you see her?
I didn't go in. How long have her and Critchley been joyriding? I'm not stupid.
What has it got to do with you?
Hey, Sarah is in a coma.
Yeah, and she blew you out ages ago, so it's none of your business.
I've been to see her, Candice. Has he?
Would you want a medal?
Now you even sound like him. Is he worth it, Candice? Worth sacrificing your best friend for? She wouldn't think twice about turning the scumbag in if it was you lying in that bed.
Why is everyone putting this on me?
Why? Because you knew what was going on, Candice. Didn't you? Didn't you?
Mum? She's still the same.
That's what they said would happen.
Yeah, but she might not make it.
Of course she will.
I do know. She's my sister. And I don't want to be treated like a little kid.
David, love, you know, it's not easy being grown up. And we all want to be kids again, you know. So we wouldn't have any responsibility and we would just hear what we wanted to hear.
And it's not easy for kids either, is it? It's not for Sarah. She's still my baby. trouble is she's a mother herself, and that's confusing for her. So she's always trying to prove how grown up she is. And that's why we try to protect you. It's what grown-ups do. We get it wrong. And sometimes I think I got it wrong with Sarah.
Can I talk to her?
Well, she might not be able to hear.
She might, though.
Hiya.
Me and you? The rows and that? I mean, they don't matter, do they? Look, I know I've never said stuff like, I love you, but you'd only stick your finger down your throat and laugh about it with Candice. Wish you could do that now. Any road. You've got to get better. Who else am I going to have a laugh with over Mum and Richard Snoggy? I want you back at school. All me mates, they're right jealous having you as my sister. I make out to them. I hate you. But you know what? Sarah, please, I'm frightened. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't there. And if Beth could tell you, she'd say the same. She rocks, you know. She's great. Like you. So for us, get better. Please, you've got to.